Hey guys, today we're doing a little tutorial on Outpost, the map on Marathon. Now this map is extremely fun. I love it. My friends love it. We all love it. Everybody loves it. Basically, the point of this map is you want to get into this place called Pinwheel. Pinwheel is a lot of where the major loot typically is and where you can get some crazy gunfights. Makes for good content and you can leave with some good loot. The way to get into Pinwheel, though, is there are three very specific types of keys that you need. One, not only to get in, and also to exfil. So there are red keys, which you can use to get into locked rooms when you are in Pinwheel. There's also red keys for, I believe they're locked extractions, and you can use them for that as well. The other two keys are yellows and greens. Those are the two types of keys that you specifically need to get into Pinwheel. Now, across the map, there are different points of interest where you can enter as long as you have those keys. So I'm going to be showing you some of the locations of where keys are, where they can spawn, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So the first one that I want to show you guys is in orientation. If you spawn at orientation, you can easily see it right through that window. I'm going to explain how to get there. It's nothing crazy. It's super simple. So right under that window, there is a door. You walk through that door, you go down a hall. To the right, there is another door that leads to a staircase. At the top of the staircase, you might run into some UESC. Not too much. Orientation typically has a lot of UESC just kind of patrolling the area. But when you get to the top of the stairs, fight some UESC. You walk into the room where that window was that you could see from the outside, and in that room is going to be your first yellow key. Now there is a couple inside of this building. Once you leave that room, you go to the left, it's going to go out into this open area. And down at the end of this open area, where a lot of people tend to miss, there's a door to the right. Typically, didn't get lucky this time, but there is usually one yellow key also in this small room. There's one more that I'm going to be heading to where another yellow key can spawn. If you go out of that door to the right, down this hallway, right on your left hand side should be another security card, and then you're already at 3 at this point, so you are typically in good shape by this point. But we will go over some other keys throughout the rest of the map, but these are the 3 that I specifically know of in this building. If there are any other ones that you guys know of, leave them in the comments. If there's any greens that you know of in this building, leave them in the comments. Now, while you're in this area, I do recommend going for a red key, which if you go all the way up to the top of the tarmac, you can jump down to this building directly ahead of you. And usually on the rooftop of this building is a red key. There's a ladder right on the right-hand side. You can make your way up the ladder, and then typically on the corner of the building, there is a red key. In this case, it was already taken by a squad, but you do have a red key that spawns there. The next location is going to be down at processing. This one is pretty much same thing. You're going to have to fight some UESC and then make your way all the way up to the roof. Now at the roof, there is 2 sets of doors you can choose from. One of the doors will be immediately at the top of the roof on your left hand side. The other one's going to be a little further down. You can get to this location through either or. If you take the left one, however, you're going to want to go through that set of doors, the next set of doors, and one more set of doors that will lead you into this last room where that yellow key is going to be. Now keep in mind, if you have some extra yellow keys while doing this run, there is a transfer drone that you could spawn in for just 1 yellow key. It will trigger it. The drone will spawn in, and then you can shoot it down and claim your rewards. If you do have extra, I recommend getting it. I mean, you can get pretty much anything out of a loot drone. You can also get cryo keys through loot drones. Just a little recommendation. If you do have the extra yellows, I would get it. Now, if you go back into that same building and you go up the conveyor belt, there is a set of windows on your left-hand side. You could either break them or you can jump up to the little balcony that's straight ahead. And there sometimes is a yellow key spawn right where I was looking on those shelves. Sometimes it spawns, sometimes it doesn't. You just got to get lucky with the yellows. There is also sometimes an arms locker, just an FYI. This isn't a video on arms lockers, but there sometimes is one. Now, if you go into the building directly next to, almost connected to that same building, that is where a Pinwheel access terminal will be. I do want to show you another yellow in this building though. If you go through this door straight down this catwalk, there's another door on the right hand side. You walk in and there is a yellow access card directly to the right. You can claim that, and now we're sitting at about 5 of them, I think. I have no idea, but that's some of them. There is a red card right outside of that building. If you go out through, I believe it's in between both of them, and you head up the stairs that are directly ahead of you, very, very close to that building that you're in. You'll be able to see it the second you step outside. You're going to go up to it, access the terminal, and then you will get a red access card out of it. Just keep in mind with the access cards, especially the red ones, they do make a sound once you claim them, and they also release a red beacon. So it will let players in your area know that you are getting the red access card. Now, by this point, you're typically making your way into Pinwheel. We took the way that I had showed you earlier, that access terminal. There are 2 sets of ladders on either side that you can go up and access the vents, or you can take the elevator up. Most players, myself included, will take the ladders just so you kind of make less noise. You don't really let other players know that you're on your way. It's also just more efficient, I believe. Now, when you go in here, you're typically most likely going to find combat immediately, whether it is UESC or players. So just be ready for those gunfights. Make sure you have ammo, make sure you have heals, and get to looting. At that point, you want to kill some players. You want to, basically, you just want to see things, shoot things, loot every box you can, because there's a lot of pretty damn good loot inside of Pinwheel. That's pretty much it. Once you get pretty looted up, then you can either choose to leave and exfil, or you can choose to stay and kill other players. That's pretty much it, guys, though. Yes, that makes sense. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you guys know of any other clearance code spots anywhere on the map, leave it in the comments. If you guys are enjoying Marathon, also be sure to leave a like. I do plan on recording more Marathon content, whether it's tutorials or just funny videos, whatever the case may be. And so if you are interested in anything like that, please feel free to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys.